Ace your exams. Top study techniques. Exams are coming up and you're probably feeling the heat. You've been chained to your desk, poring over notes, but it's like trying to fill a sieve. Nothing seems to stick. We've all been there. Don't worry, I've got your back. In this video, I'm sharing the ultimate study techniques that'll supercharge your learning and help you smash those exams. They're designed to help you study less but remember more, maximizing your precious time and getting you those amazing results. Make sure you stick around till the end because I'm going to reveal the biggest mistake I see students making. It's holding so many people back. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos packed with evidence-based study tips, productivity hacks, and advice on how to absolutely crush it in all aspects of life. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the biggest mistake I see students making: passive rereading. You know what I'm talking about? That highlighter becomes your best friend, painting entire pages in fluorescent yellow. But here's the thing, highlighting is a passive activity that tricks you into feeling productive without actually engaging with the material. You need to jump into the deep end. That's where active recall comes in. This technique is all about actively retrieving information from your memory. Close the book, put away your notes, and try to explain the concept out loud as if you were teaching it to someone else. Struggling to remember? That's okay. It means your brain is working. This process of active retrieval strengthens those neural pathways and makes the information stick like glue. Here's a pro tip. Try the Feynman technique. Imagine you're explaining the concept to a 5-year-old. If you can, you know you've truly grasped the material. Ever cram the night before an exam, feeling like you've finally mastered the material, only to forget everything the moment you sit down to take the test? That's the dreaded forgetting curve in action. Our brains are hardwired to forget information we don't use regularly. But don't worry, there's a powerful weapon to combat this spaced repetition. Instead of cramming everything in one go, review the material at increasing time intervals. Start by reviewing the material the same day you learn it. Then, revisit it a couple of days later, then a week later, and so on. Each time you space out your review sessions, you're forcing your brain to work harder to recall the information, making those neural connections stronger and more resistant to the forgetting curve. And the best part? There are amazing apps out there like Anki and Quizlet that automate the entire process for you. Chapter 3. Pomodoro Power. Conquer procrastination and boost focus. Let's face it, we've all been there, glued to our desks for hours on end, fueled by caffeine and the sheer panic of an impending deadline. But here's the thing, marathon study sessions are a recipe for burnout. Enter the Pomodoro technique, a time management method that can transform the way you study. The concept is beautifully simple. Set a timer for 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break of 15 to 20 minutes. During your breaks, resist the urge to scroll through social media or get sucked into the black hole of your inbox. Instead, stand up, stretch, move around, grab a glass of water, or step outside for some fresh air. Chapter 4. Mind Maps. Unleash your inner visual learner. Are you a visual learner? Do you find yourself struggling to remember blocks of text but easily recall images or diagrams? If so, then mind maps are about to become your new secret weapon. Instead of linear notes, mind maps use a radial structure, branching out from a central concept. This allows you to see the connections and relationships between different ideas, making complex topics much easier to understand and remember. To create a mind map, start with the main topic in the center of your page. Then, branch out into subtopics using keywords, images, colors, and symbols to represent different ideas. The key here is to be creative and use whatever visual cues resonate with you. Chapter 5. Practice makes perfect. Test your knowledge and build confidence. Alright, let's talk about one of the most crucial, yet often overlooked aspects of effective studying practice. You wouldn't expect to ace a piano recital without practicing the pieces beforehand, would you? The same principle applies to exams. To truly solidify your understanding and prepare for the exam environment, you need to actively test your knowledge. And what better way to do that than with practice questions? Dig out those past exam papers, find practice questions online or in your textbooks, or even create your own based on key concepts. This not only helps you identify areas where you need to focus your studying, but it also familiarizes you with the format of the exam, reduces exam anxiety, and boosts your confidence, a winning combination for exam success. Before I let you go, let's revisit that big study mistake I mentioned earlier, highlighting everything. It feels productive, but it's just tricking your brain into thinking you're learning when you're not. Ditch the highlighter and embrace active recall and spaced repetition. These techniques might require more effort up front, but trust me, the payoff is massive. So which of these techniques are you most excited to try? Active recall, spaced repetition, mind maps? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and share it with your friends who could benefit from these study tips. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos on studying smarter, boosting your productivity and becoming the best version of yourself.